talk about professional wrestling, people either roll their eyes and say it's stupid and phony, or they say, phony or not, all that body slamming is fun to watch. Wrestlers have names like Sergeant Slaughter, Gorilla Monsoon, and Bad News Brown, and they're more concerned with flying drop kicks and rope bashing than actually pinning their opponents. But as they say in wrestling, don't let that throw you. Here's Richard Hart.
It has grown from an obscure fascination on the fanatic fringe to a spectacle in the center ring of the American media circus.
That was a win for Rugged Ronnie Diamond right here. What do you say?
There are currently 300-plus pro wrestlers going at each other every day. They've got names like Macho Man Randy Savage, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, or Ravishing Rick Rude. Their antics have sparked an emotional explosion in the American heartland from every age group and every social class. Wrestling fans cheer and jeer these flesh-and-blood comic book heroes and villains.
I'm gonna break your arm, your leg, I'm gonna bite your ear and pull your eye out!
But wait a minute, is this sports or entertainment?
Sports ends when you accept money. Once you accept money for an athletic endeavor, it's no longer sport, it's business.
Athletic ability has much less to do with whether a wrestler will be promoted through the profession than his acting ability.
Professor Gerald Morton has written the book on wrestling.
I think one reason wrestling has become so popular in the last few years is that it is the same kind of simple moral perspective that our last administration gave us for dealing with world and national events. Good and evil. We know them, we recognize them, and we'll deal with them violently if we have to.
Let me pick up anyone and body slam them one time, and they can give the answer. They can tell if it's real or not, because it is real.
In many ways, wrestlers are like acrobats, or, pardon the expression, even dancers.
Wrestlers have to be good enough athletes to take a fall, to deliver a blow without hurting their opponent. They have to be able to do this through sustained night after night regiment.
While it's all fun and games on the surface, beyond the arena, wrestling does have its critics. Some say it presents simplistic stereotypes. For example, foreigners are almost automatically villains. Women are to be worshipped or dominated by men. And violence is presented as a valid solution to disagreements. All of which wouldn't be so bad if it weren't that so much of wrestling is being pitched to children.
Parents need to make sure their children understand that the violence is not real.
Many wrestlers are parents too, of course, and they aren't insensitive to those concerns. Jesse Ventura, in fact, is on the board of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, an organization that grants what in many cases turns out to be the dying wishes of seriously ill children.
And I've had kids, their only wish is for me to come and visit them. That's very humbling, because here's someone dying whose greatest joy in life is to meet you.
The wrestlers may be real enough, but as for what they do in the ring, well, maybe reality is in the eye of the beholder.
While wrestling may be trendy today, it has been popular for years. Bobby the Brain has been in the body-bashing business for 25 years. He joins us now from Tampa, Florida. Welcome, Bobby. How would you say that the business has changed over the past 25 years?
Well, what's happening now is the athletes are bigger than they've ever been. There's more color to the sport. There's more lights. There's more cameras. There's more videos. The whole sport has changed, just like any other sport has changed, with more television and more technology.
Well, you are mostly a manager nowadays. What does it take to make somebody a star in wrestling?
It takes a lot of brains. That's why I'm Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Some people call you the Weasel now.
Pardon?
Some people call you the Weasel. Why do they call you that?
Hello.
You don't like to be called the Weasel, huh?
I'm sorry there, Toots. There's a shortage in the wire here. I can't hear you too good. But the reason I'm Bobby the Brain Heenan is because I've taken some people off the streets, ham and eggers, and made them champions. Nobody else can do that. I'm a proven commodity.
What do you think has made Hulk Hogan a champion?
The humanoids, the people that back him. The man's in great shape. The man's 6 feet 80, weighs 310 pounds, and he's got the following of everybody from the age 3 to 103. Everybody loves Hulk Hogan. Not everybody.
What does that mean, not you?
That's right.
All right, well, explain something to me. What's the difference between a good guy and a bad guy in wrestling?
Nothing to me. A good guy is whoever you like. Whoever you don't like is a bad guy to you. Everybody makes their own decisions. There's a lot of people that work at Chrysler that don't like Iacocca, but he's liked at home.
But you tell people to assume a certain type of character, don't you?
No, I don't tell anybody to assume anything. I don't want anybody to manage that's going to go out there and go door to door selling Girl Scout cookies and pat little kids on the head. I want a competitive person. I want a person that can say what they feel like saying, that'll do whatever you can to win. There's not a hockey player that doesn't check on the boards. There's not a boxer that doesn't headbutt. There's not a baseball pitcher that doesn't load the ball. There's not a football player that doesn't hold. No reason we should be any different.
Well, thank you very much. It was nice talking with you.
My pleasure, Toots.
Oh, it's the first time I've ever been called Toots.